Give you real quick. 15,000. Right now, that's in fiscal year 2018. 15,000 is the number of registered missing children in Mexico. Okay? 15,000 registered missing children in 2018. The next one, 32,000. Fiscal year 2018, that's the number of Mexican citizens that were killed at the hands of cartel violence. 32,000. 24,000. Fiscal year 2018, that's the number of people that died in Afghanistan due to the war in Afghanistan. So you know what that means, right? We'd actually be safer to have Afghanistan as a border country than we would Mexico. So just a few things to think about. Again, We Build the Wall needs help. We need donations. We need people to send us money so that we can keep building. Brian Colfage is succeeding where the government has failed. And any of you that have donated to We Build the wall we built in Sunland Park, New Mexico, is your wall. You built that. We just facilitated it. Angelfamilies.com and the Grant Ronnebeck Foundation, we need your help too. We need to be able to keep doing what we're doing here, coming out and talking to you people as much as we can. And the only way we're going to do that is if we get your support. So I appreciate you all coming here. I appreciate everybody on Facebook watching. We need your help, and any questions that we have, we're going to be around to answer your questions afterwards. And here is MaryAnn.
I'm going to introduce MaryAnn for introduction. Thank you so much, Steve, for all that information that maybe some folks didn't know about. We don't hear, like you said, we don't hear about it enough in the mainstream media. We don't hear about it enough, period. Because if we did, maybe more people would change their minds. I'm going to get off my high horses. So MaryAnn Mendoza is also a board member of We Build the Wall and founder of angelfamilies.org after tragedy struck her family. From Arizona as well, she wants to share how you can help our speakers and America today.
Thank you all. So I started on this trek in 2014, May 12th. My son was coming home from work, and a repeat illegal alien criminal who was 3 times the legal limit drunk, high on meth, and had driven over 35 miles the wrong way on 4 different freeways in Phoenix, slammed head-on into my son going over 100 miles an hour. That day forever changed my life, and from that point forward I've become my son's voice, because my son had made a huge difference in the community. So it wasn't only lost to me and my family, but it was a huge loss to our community. One of the things that I want to touch on tonight is the aftermath that angel families deal with, because a lot of times people read an article and they see that somebody's been killed by an illegal alien, and it's, oh gosh, another one. Why does this keep happening? And then their lunch break is over at work and they go back to work and they got to worry about having a job and putting a roof over their families' heads. And you know, it's very hard to become involved in something when it doesn't affect you personally. But I want to remind everybody that this does affect you personally, every one of you, if you're an American taxpayer. Because as Steve said, the $186 billion a year that we're spending to support these illegal aliens is coming out of your hard-earned tax dollars that you're paying our government. And they haven't asked you permission to spend this money on these illegal alien criminals. They have just taken it upon themselves to do it. So everybody in our country is a victim of illegal alien crime. Just keep that in mind. So many angel families are faced with $50,000 to $60,000 to $70,000 in legal fees for a prosecuting attorney to go after the illegal who killed their loved one. And a lot of them become financially bankrupt. A lot of marriages go by the wayside because it's just too much stress for a family to handle. And in the meantime, an illegal alien is provided a taxpayer-funded defense attorney. And so this angel family shows up in court after having to come out of pocket to pay for their attorney, and they're facing an attorney fighting for the illegal who killed their loved one, and they're paying for that attorney on top of it. What a slap in the face this is to American citizens who become collateral damage. Another thing that happens in the courts, illegal aliens and their families are transported to the courts for the hearings, for the updates. They are given vouchers to go down to the cafeterias and eat for free on taxpayer money. Well, an angel family has to get themselves to the courthouse. They sit in the cafeteria and have to pay for their own food as they watch these illegals and their families be provided again with taxpayer-funded lunches. Then there's families like Kathy and Billy Inman in Georgia. 19 years ago, they were slammed in from behind, an illegal going over 70 miles an hour. Their only son and child, Dustin, was killed. Kathy Inman has been in a wheelchair ever since. Billy and Kathy did not get to attend their child's funeral because they were both in the hospital. Kathy's had seizures, astronomical medical bills. Billy died, unfortunately, June of this year from a heart attack brought on by stress of not only his only child being killed and him fighting constantly for it, but the stress of being the sole caretaker of Kathy, lifting her in and out of that wheelchair every single day, providing for her, working shorter hours in order to be home because Kathy does require 24-hour care at the home. These are the reasons and these are the situations that people don't stop to think about. And if you wonder why we fight and why we speak out, this is why, because the American public really does not know how a person is affected when it's been an illegal alien criminal. In the state of Arizona, up until a few years ago, an illegal alien criminal only had to serve 50% of their sentence. And an Arizona citizen who had committed the same crime had to serve at least 85% of their sentence. Governor Doug Ducey has since changed that law, but there are many, many, many states across this country that are still allowing illegal aliens to serve 50% of their time for the same crime that an American citizen commits and has to serve 85% or longer. Going into the justice system,